A meeting that changed my heartbeat. A meeting that changed my meat, that I may feast in new realities. Manifesting the Christ in me who is now my reality. Manifesting the one that first loved me, the one that quenched my thirst by calling me his first love. Yes, I am his first love. Jesus is my need, that's why I meet with him daily. He feeds me daily, I need him for life. My meetings with Jesus are so serious that I have to cancel all my other meetings just to meet with him, because my meetings with him are meetings of life, of love and laughter. And because of my meetings with him, I met destiny, and because of destiny, the Christ in me has met many of you. To lead you to your personal meeting with Christ, where he meets all of your needs, that you may realize that he is all that you need. Allow him to feed you with the word of his grace, that you may realize how he freed you from the greed of the grave when he agreed to carry your cross, that you may cross over to have endless meetings with the Father, uninterrupted meetings with the Father that came by his unmerited favor, that sealed us with an eternal inheritance, an inheritance that we inherited not by merit, an inheritance that came because love erupted, death's plan was disrupted, corruption corrupted and finally became corruptible because of the incorruptible life. Because of his incorruptible life, destruction melted, sin smelt that he dwelt among us. So sin felt interrupted when Jesus knelt and prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane. Sin was interrupted by his uninterrupted deed, the planting of a seed that planted grace on earth. We are no longer contaminated, grace dominates, and this did not happen by man's nomination and denomination. This happened because God wanted to be intimate with us, and this is the deed that exceeded man's idea, because to some it was not ideal, and many disputed because their minds were too diluted to conclude this matter of how love was displayed to those who played with their lives, the lives that contemplated evil, lives that became the devil's plate, yet Jesus ate with them. Instead of hating them, he displayed his love, and that is what brought disputes. But still nothing could distill that when he died everything stood still, because when his blood flowed, the will of God was fulfilled by God's fullness in a body, that God may fully dwell in everybody, to have uninterrupted meetings with each and every one of us, teaching us by his Spirit about oneness as he nurses us with his love that met us and set us apart to eat on God's table, that we may partake of his divine nature. Draw near without fear. We draw near to God because he is already here for us, here for you, here for me, here to hear us, here to make sure that you know that he hears you, and that's why you don't have to live in fear. He calls you dear because he has geared you with his strength, created in his image. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. He created you in his wonder, and that is why you should remain fearless. His fierce love allowed him to be pierced for us, that we may know that he is the one for us, even if we were just dust. He took away the dirt, quenched our thirst because he loved us first. Now we are drenched in his love because of his outstretched arms that were nailed to the cross. Even though we never searched for him, he still had an outreach for us. Though we were still cruising in sin, it was crucial for him to be crucified. Yes, we were cruising in sin, and it was crucial for him to be crucified on our behalf. And that, in my eyes, is the first crusade that came to my aid, because right there Jesus paid it all, from the depth of sin to bring us into the depth of destiny, in the depth of his love, because Jesus decided to dig us no matter how far we were. Yes, he digged us, he digs us, he digs you and me. When our company dodged us because we were too deep to be dug, Jesus still saw us as companions. He's the only one that saw us as a mine. He's the only one that saw a mine in us. We were too deep to be dug out. He came right where we were just to give you and I a hug. We were mugged by the cares of this world, but he still saw our worth. That's why he gave us his word. We were at a loss, all was lost. We couldn't even cross roads because of the roads of life cost us so much that we couldn't even afford a hot cross bun, burnt out because our loved ones double-crossed us. Even though we messed up, Jesus died on the cross for us to cross over to a blessed life. I was once a mess, messed up by the masses. I thought I missed the opportunity to live a blessed life, but I got a message saying Jesus died for you and me at the cross, and that is how I began to live a blessed life. This is why I say to you, just draw near because he's already here for you. God is here for you. You did not miss out on the opportunity to live a blessed life. You are blessed.